It may be the offseason, but it's still a very busy time of year for NFL scouts and coaches. The 2022 NFL Combine was last weekend, and free agency starts in just 5 days. Now, one area the Ravens could do some major work at this offseason is cornerback. It's no secret that Baltimore's secondary was stretched thin by the end of the 2021 season due to injuries all around, including to the two All-Pro cornerbacks, Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey. Earlier this week, the Ravens released veteran cornerback Tavon Young, who mainly played in the slot position. But with Humphrey hopeful to return from his injury this season, he could slip into that position if the Ravens added another starting outside cornerback in the draft or free agency. There are also questions around two other players in the Ravens secondary, Jimmy Smith and Anthony Averett. Smith has not made a decision about whether or not he's going to retire this offseason, and Averett is a free agent. Even if Averett re-signs and Marlowe and Peters return, cornerback depth is always a priority, not only with the Ravens, but in the NFL in general. So the likelihood of adding to that group is a strong possibility.
If the opportunity presents itself and we see a dynamic corner or a dynamic safety, of course, that would be something that would be attractive to us. You know, when you play these teams, when you play the Steelers, when you play the Browns, when you play the Bengals twice a year and you see their skill players, it becomes imperative that we always have a strong back end with good players and depth as well.
Now, one cornerback who turned heads at the Combine last week was Cincinnati's Sauce Gardner, a guy who never allowed a touchdown in coverage in his 3 seasons with the Bearcats. After his impressive showing at the Combine, will he still be on the board at number 14? It's hard to say, but two other prospects who are considered top cornerbacks in the draft are Derek Stingley Jr. from LSU and Washington's Trent McDuffie. So the Ravens are a team that has invested a lot at the corner position, and restocking that group will be key this offseason, especially with all the high-quality wide receivers in the AFC North. Now, before I go, on the other side of the ball, Lamar Jackson is still finding ways to add to his already impressive resume. Earlier this week, Lamar's first children's book, I Dream, You Dream, Let Us Dream, was released. The book was written to inspire kids of all ages to never give up on their dreams. Jackson's hope is that his book inspires children to work hard so that someday their dreams become their reality. You can find 8's book on many platforms where books are sold, including Amazon. That's it for me today on Final Drive. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.